Welcome to News Alert on Capital Television.
Motorists in the capital are facing petrol shortages, resulting in long queues forming at the few fuel stations which have limited supply. Some fuel stations located in Adabraka, Ridge, Osu, Kokomlemle and along the Ring Road have attendants waving a no petrol signage amid threats by the bulk oil distributors of an imminent fuel shortage that will rock the country. The Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distribution Companies, BDC Senyor Hosi, had said there was stock of fuel in Ghana, but it was on hold until government settles a 1.5 billion Ghana cedis it owes the chamber. Capital Business is informed the bulk oil distribution companies cannot buy fuel because the banks are not ready to make credits available to them because they are heavily indebted to the banks amid fears that the country has just about 3 days worth of stock. Hundreds of people from all spheres of life poured to the forecourt of the State House today to pour their last respect to the late Amir of Ahmadiyya Muslim Mission, Maulvi Dr. Wahab Adam. A state funeral was held in honor of the senior Islamic cleric who is known for his preaching for peaceful coexistence. There were tributes from all over the world. The Minister for Information and Media Relations, Honorable Mahama Ayariga, paid a tribute on behalf of the President, John Dramani Mahama. He urged Ghanaians to emulate the many positive attributes of the late Maulvi Wahab Adam.
Dr. Maulvi Abdul Wahab Adam was most useful to society. He has paid his dues to Ghanaian society. What we need to do to honor him is to continue to uphold his passion for peace, patience, and emulate his humility to all manner of persons. Ghana has lost a son, a patriot, and a pillar of social-religious equilibrium. Even though that has shaken the Ahmadiyya mission, we believe the tenacity of the mission's leadership will ensure that it moves into the next stage of development without any turmoil.
The late Amir has since been laid to rest at the Ahmadiyya Cemetery at Kaswa in the Central Region. Members of the Ghana Union Traders Association in Kumasi continues with their sit-down strike to impress on the government to change policies which they describe as killing businesses. The members closed down their shop in Accra and Kumasi to announce their unhappiness of the current business environment. The members in Kumasi also had scuffles with some media personnel who went around to report the strike. A Ghanaian inventor, Mr. Jacob Cole Mensah, has invented an energy-saving cooker called the Mensah's Economy Cooker, which can save about 75% of energy to commercial and domestic purpose. At the launch of his inventions at the Nat Hall, Mr. Mensah displayed a multiple-leveled cooker, which can use just one burner to cook 4 different types of food. A representative from the Institute of Industrial Research of the CSIR said it is time to localize the inventions of Mr. Mensah for commercial purposes here in Ghana. In a related development, the Executive Director of Sustainable Energy and Environmental Project, Mr. Michael Nkrumah, is calling on government help in the science sector, which has been neglected for long.
What you saw today was the Mensah's Economy Cooker. It's an energy-saving cooker. It actually can save 75% of energy to commercial and also domestic cookers. You can use at home, of course, and what you saw was a multi-level cooker. Mensah's principle is actually telling us that the steam that's come out of our food can be tapped and used for further cooking. There's no support. I mean, most of the government agencies, when you have talents like this in your country, it's just like a footballer. We spend millions of dollars on footballers. I mean, we are just flying $3 million to our players in Brazil. You have talents like this, instead of flying money to, we don't have to fly the money. Instead of taking care of these people, using the ideas to create employment and also to improve upon our industries, we don't. That's why there's no continuity. We spend more time and attention on, I won't say unnecessary things, but we put science at the lower bottom in our economy, and it's really not helping.
Mr. Mensah's achievements and inventions have received international recognition by international world property organizations in USA, Italy, Korea, and Japan. A common sight to behold on Ghanaian streets is physically challenged persons begging for alms to survive, and despite calls for such people to rise and resist the urge, many still lack skills to make a smooth transition and earn a living. But a physically challenged man mending shoes at First Lights on the Kaneshie Odoko Road has stated that even though he has begged for alms in the past, there is joy in earning one's keep. Omahini Pozo disclosed to Capital News that he's been in the shoemaking business for 5 years, and although revenue can be low and help is often lacking, he still strives to perform chores on his own.
Ba me sesa de no me say asese ma no emwa me ite say me amere me mani say me yedma kra na so na me hwa me ame ho so me yedma so me fi say eya me aso.
Capital Business has gathered that some forex bureaus in Accra and Kumasi have been hit by a shortage in the availability of the British pound to transact businesses with. The pound is proving to be the most attractive currency for those seeking to take advantage of its increasing value. Some business folks who use foreign currencies and forex bureau operators say the shortage in the availability of the pound became pronounced after the Bank of Ghana Forex Exchange rules in February, expressing the hope, however, that the central bank's recent relaxing of the forex directive can benefit business folks. Report Capital Sports has gathered is that a chartered flight is to deliver $3 million to footballers representing Ghana at the World Cup in Brazil. The players reportedly threatened to boycott the trip, protesting the non-payment of allowances and appearance fees. Reports suggest that the players were agitated for not receiving their fees and allowances since arriving in Brazil, and in a bid to restore sanity in the camp, the president personally intervened, resulting in the physical cash being sent to the players. The players were supposed to have trained on Tuesday morning but did not turn up in protest over the delays in payment of their appearance fees, which government is pre-financing, awaiting reimbursement from FIFA. They were promised an appearance fee of $75,000 each for qualifying for the Mundial in Brazil. Ghana will play Portugal in a must-win final Group G encounter on Thursday with a hope of qualifying to the 1/16th stage of the competition if the result in the US-Germany game is favorable. Today marks the 5th anniversary of the late king of pop, Michael Jackson. The late pop star died on 25th June 2009. He died in his Holmby Hills residence, Los Angeles, United States of America. He died from involuntary manslaughter from propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication. At the time the sad event occurred, Jackson was preparing for a tour in America and Britain.
News alert on Capital Television.